Castle of Heart's Desire. Um, we met with a bunch of people who were here waiting a pavilion having tea, who we discovered had been there for a really, really long time and had been tricked by the Hourglass Coven that if they were to wait here, then uh, Zybilna would grant them wishes. And some of them had received wishes or deals, more appropriately, from the hags, and were very upset when we first revealed to them that the hags were dead, and then were a little bit less sad, but still very distressed when we explained that the hags had tricked them all. Um, we learned a couple of interesting things. We each picked a rose from the rose garden, and each of these roses has a special power associated with chromatic dragons. Um, we saw that the beanstalk that we've seen from outside the castle walls is growing from within the palace and like crawling outside the stonework. We spoke with one of the creatures inside one of the towers. The creature was an iron stag named Wrath, who told us of a presumably a lion in the other tower whose name was Envy, and explained that whoever may be crowned, their door is unlocked. And so while Wrath wears the crown, we can enter the castle, but we cannot exit the garden, if I remember right. And then while Envy is crowned, we cannot enter the castle, but we can exit the garden. Is that how that worked?
Um,
I think it was something like there are certain doors that are like uh lion doors and other doors that are like stag doors or something.
Yeah.
yeah, there are doors throughout the palace, which includes the front door by which you all stand, that are marked with either a lion or a stag above the door, and those doors are magically sealed, and can only open can only be opened rather when the crown, which started off as a silver crown of needles, and when you placed it on Wrath's head, it turned into a golden crown of roses. When the rose crown is on Wrath, the stag's head, the stag doors will open, and presumably then, when it is on Envy's head, the presumably lion, given that there are lion doors, the lion doors will open. You haven't actually met Envy, as far as I'm aware.
Correct.
Actually, Ted, I've met Envy before. I kind of did it on my own the other day. So
You were just bored and just logged in at like 3 a.m,
thought
just
I'd go
tooling
meet
around,
Envy.
ran into Envy.
Yeah.
I fully thought you were gonna make a Full Metal Alchemist joke just then, and I was like, "That's a wild choice."
No, I ran into Envy at the grocery store. We chatted a bit. Sorry, I'm done with my joke.
You can laugh now.
Yeah, but that is the locks. Sorry,
Mhm.
I don't know if you had more to your recap.
Nope, that was it. Tyler. Oh, never mind. I was looking for a popcorn. Sorry.
But is it slightly burnt?
No, it's kettle corn that we got at the
Oh,
fair.
yeah, I was just referencing the
Yeah, the
okay.
weirdness that some of y'all like slightly burnt popcorn.
Wait,
Insane.
what?
Yeah. Anyway, that conversation aside, we don't need to jump back on that conversation.
No context for Adam at all.
The
Ha ha.
context is that some people in chat are crazy and like slightly burnt popcorn.
Yeah, clearly.
Anyway, so yeah, the crown converted and placed upon the head of Wrath, the Iron Heart. You now stand in front of the doors to the Palace of Heart's Desire. You have seen a few other entrances, although this is the only one that you have seen thus far, which is sealed with one of the magical locks, which Wrath, excuse me, explained. They are a large set of double doors, large wooden doors banded in a silvery, perhaps mithril filigree depicting various vines and leaves and flowers. Um, Above which, in a sort of marble cameo, is a stag reared up on its hind legs, very coat of arms style. To recap quickly the other entrances that you have seen, there was an not unlocked, but when I say unlocked, I mean not stag or heart or lion lock doors at the other side of the walkway, parapet, whatever you want to call that, from where Wrath was, and there was as well a set of doors that you were able to see from the rose garden to the left of where you now stand. The doors in front of you are closed. The uh, the magic that seals them away, simply unlocking them but not opening them all. Uh, there is no immediate sound from the other side of the doors. There is, much like the rest of the garden short of the pavilion, a an eerie stillness to everything here.
Sort of makes sense to go through the door that we went to all the trouble to unlock, right?
Yeah, it works for me.
Yes, I certainly think so.
The doors push open easily. The somewhat narrow hallway beyond is the walls here are illustrated with a number of painted panels showing what would be a solid night sky. Uh, a number of glittering stars that actually seem to give off a little bit of light. Occasionally, the um, the magical. Occasionally, the stars move, like a shooting star goes by, or the bright colors of some distant nebula might ripple, um, and other stellar phenomena. A number of very small and clearly very distant planets do move exceptionally slowly. Um, but beyond that, this hallway is strangely empty. The panels are on all of the walls and on the ceiling, giving a rather strange effect of being in a place that is far larger than a 10-foot wide hallway. Think of it. Okay, those are one way.
How would we like to proceed? We could, I suppose, start by picking one direction and just go only that way, or try to find the center of the castle as quickly as we could.
Hmm.
I've heard tell of people who have gone through mazes by only ever turning left, but I don't know, that just doesn't seem like a very practical or sensical
It sounds like those
exploration.
people are idiots. What a ridiculous notion to only turn left. There are clearly many directions one could go, and quite frankly, without other information, such as we find ourselves now, one direction in it is as good as another. We just need to ensure that we spend as little time as possible retracing our own steps.
Hmm. Yeah, and I mean this place, like, I mean it might wind up being a maze, but like the left turn thing works in a maze because it's a very unique thing. If we only ever went left, we might not ever get anywhere. So, I say, eeny meeny miny mo, catch a tiger by its toe. If he hollers, make him pay. Blah blah blah. Let's go to this door.
Yeah, fuck those guys. Let's go right.
Could have rhymed there with way, but yes. Ollie, why are you not sharing?
I'm being a good boy.
Okay. The these oh, I'm on the wrong layer. I just about deleted all your tokens instead of the door. Okay. Why didn't that delete? Come on, Roll20, help me out here.
Never.
The sight that greets you when somebody just went through a door or a wall.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Thought I had that off. There we go. Okay. The sight that greets you as you step out onto this small platform, a large series of towers rises out of what looks like a giant maelstrom in the center of this palace. There is no floor. And despite what you have seen of the shape of this palace, it is open to the twilight sky that should be visible were there no ceiling that you have seen from the outside. A dark vortex of clouds, like almost like the eye of a hurricane, churns beneath you, and beneath this this stone structure that you can see suspended from a series of marble causeways.
Okay, maybe it is a maze. Well, we know it's not this door. We know it's not door number 2, so maybe we try number 4.
I am absolutely irritated that there is not, excuse me, a handout for this. And
Are
everything that I have looked for, all of the people who have added to this adventure, nobody thought to create art for this, and I'm
oh,
absolutely flabbergasted. Anyway, yes, I'm sorry, you were asking.
are these do these towers have entrances?
Um, Not that you can see from the little platform that you were standing on. Perhaps from the large sort of central area that they all seem to that they're all connected to. Sorry, I was looking for a word, it didn't happen. Um, but there are you do not see any doors from the areas from the storm area, essentially, if that makes sense.
Hmm. Um, is the structure of the space kind of indicating that this is like the court? Like, I know we were just in a garden, but like the courtyard of the castle? Oh,
Correct.
kind of looks like it. Holy shit. Hmm. Okay. Arlen, I think you might be right. If we were to go through those doors back there, might take us to an entrance and pathway to maybe one of these towers. Benno, do you think it would be possible to climb the surface of one of them if we were close enough to get you in contact and we could find a door?
I do not see why not. Certainly with a shot.
And I mean, we have some means to fly, but the storm's kind of scary, So
Right.
probably safer to just try find a walking path first.
Yes. My thoughts exactly. I think if we were to take this causeway, and he points over here,
Mhm.
if we had access to it, then Banner could at least climb around the outside where many of us would not. Flying certainly seems more dangerous.
hmm Well, let's see. I think these doors might lead that way, and I'll try to open them.
They are not locked. They do open easily into a small circular room with a spiral staircase. The walls of this particular tower staircase, uh, they're a little bizarre. They are very much at odds with the rest of what you have seen of the palace so far, in that the walls are carved with reliefs depicting humans and demons. And while you might expect the demons to be rampaging or something along those lines instead, there seems to be some sort of dark revel going on. The humans and the demons cavorting in all sorts of um, there's a word that I'm looking for and it's just not going to come. Uh, a, a demonic bacchanalia, if you will. A marble spiral staircase does sit in the middle of the room with a golden handrail leading up. As well as a set of stairs which do seem to go up to one of the they lead up, which you would have been able to see from the little platform you were on, leads to one of the towers that you saw.
What was that?
I think I want to go see what we can find out this way before going up the spiral stairs.
Agreed.
I'm going to gather you up because I have to bring you all. Actually, I can just do this. I was about to gather you all up and then. Yeah. I have to change maps, so it doesn't make sense to gather you up.
Hmm.
'Cause I have to give you new
Gather us up
tokens
and copy and
anyway.
paste.
Yep. All right. The staircase rises into um, a small turret, roughly about 10 foot or 20 feet in diameter, rather. A I've lost my place. I apologize. The carvings and frieze of the demons and humans fall away as you climb up the stairs. A stairway of the same plain, featureless marble, featureless as in no carvings, marble, leads to a small chamber. Uh, the only feature of which, in the middle of the room, resting on a pedestal made out of some dark stone, not shiny like obsidian, but um, far duller and coarser, um, a large white coffer, um, about the size of a large jewelry box, maybe, 10 inches long, 6 inches wide, and about 4 inches high. Enameled in white paint with golden filigree along the edges and at the clasp. A very simple latch uh, with no apparent lock. The walls here are as well completely featureless, just smooth marble.
I open it.
The coffer does open easily, and resting inside in in a small
Oh,
inner area lined with a beautiful soft purple velvet is a plum-sized jewel of some translucent white crystal.
neat. Got a shiny rock. Anybody want it?
Detect magic?
It is definitely magical. Um,
That's your shiny rock. You got it.
I want to say
I
conjuration.
don't know what to do with it.
Yes, conjurative magic.
I don't
What
know.
do you
I
do
guess I
with
could.
pretty rocks?
I'd juggle them. I guess I can do that.
Are you picking the jewel up?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Please make me an insight check.
Okay.
Other than being warm to the touch, there does not seem to be anything particularly special about this jewel.
Just a rock, dude.
Sweet. I mean,
I
rocks
mean,
are cool.
it's more than just a rock, but I don't
I
know
don't know, man. It's
else
kind of
about
warm,
It's
I
a
guess.
stone.
It's a crystal, which is even more different, and also it is magical.
I start tossing it up and down. Well, if you want it, I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, I think you're fine as long as you don't break it.
I
I don't
toss it
know
to
what.
Hemlock.
Oh! He
Make a deck
actu-
save.
I actually would love to because this is not someone who I think is used to having things thrown at him.
Holy
Ow!
shit.
Catch it right out of
Jesus,
the air.
Jesus
Julia
Christ.
is warm to the touch. Would you make me an insight check?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay. All right.
All
It's
right,
session
getting
one
them
all
out.
over again.
Getting them out now, so when you need them later, we won't have them. I got it.
Yeah.
As you hold this gem, uh, that is warm to the touch, a warmth that seems to come from the center of the gem itself, and um, carries with it the feeling and emotion of a desire to be helpful, specifically a desire to help the destitute.
He sort of adjusts his monocle and looks at it again. I'll cast Detect Thoughts.
Uh, I forget what the radius on that is. There are no thoughts coming from this particular gem.
Okay.
Check all the gems for thoughts. Let's go find more gems.
Check
They
your
might
rock thoughts.
they might have thoughts.
Check all the jobs.
it, uh, it seems to be a device, not just a crystal, but a device, and has a sort of will. Um, it wants to help people, hurt people, help hurt people, help
He wants to help.
wounded
Whoa, we gotta
people.
smash this rock pronto.
I uh, those who have been harmed, it wishes to do good for them, though I don't know what that means. It's a rock.
It is a rock. I don't know how it's gonna
It,
help people.
just to be clear, it is not the rock that desires this. The
The
rock is
rock
simply channeling that emotion.
the rock
I-
is desiring this.
as far as I can figure, because that's all, like,
Okay.
that's a
I just
feeling that Hemlock has all the time.
I just wanted to make sure that Ted was explaining it correctly. That's all.
Yeah, yeah, no, this is my guy not explaining it well. um, I'm going to just hand it back to Court.
Oh, what does a help rock do?
I don't know.
Okay. In my pocket it goes.
And these stairs are going down from the direction we're looking at. Is that
Correct.
accurate?
Those are the stairs you came up.
Oh, yes. Gotcha. I am oriented now. Should we go back down then?
Yes, I don't see what else there is to do from here.
There's no other magical auras or alarming thoughts in the area, so.
Do you think we should run back, to the other side, to the other corner, and like see if there's like another room in exactly this location, but on the left, and that might have another friendly rock?
Or maybe it's got an evil rock because it's on the other side.
And maybe
And
we touch them together, and there's like a matter antimatter explosion.
I don't know what that means, but we have to smash that rock if it's evil.
Arlen will head down the stairs, run across to the left, and then see if there's a symmetrical path to another room.
With an evil rock.
With an evil rock.
I'm just going to leave somebody behind. No, I got all of you. Okay. Sure enough, as you go down the stairs, you go back through the main hallway that you were in. You pass through the hallway that looks perfectly like a night sky, and into um, another small turret lined with a very similar um, set of reliefs carved into the walls depicting uh, various demons. This time, instead of being your sort of classic uh, Baylor and you know uh, big winged demons that carry pokey sticks, the the demons here are more of the ones you would only see in the more esoteric and arcane accounts of the hells. You see large ooze creatures and uh, a number of creatures along those lines. Demons made of pure bone with large scorpion tails. Uh, but strangely, still the 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 festivities, as it were, are all the same. And leaving that strange room with a an identical marble staircase with a golden handrail, and heading up a set of stairs, you find yourselves a in a similar marble room. This one largely empty, but for a set of stairs which you can see lead up into another chamber. And uh, from where you are, you can see that the the pedestal in the middle of to be clear, this room, up this further stairs, is not the same dark stone you saw in the previous in the previous chamber. This one is a pedestal of some thorn-covered green vine, a single large plant with a flower on top, which holds whatever is up there, hidden by uh, large, uh, large, brightly colored petals in various shades of yellow. I didn't want to just take you all the way up into that room in case you decided not to follow through.
Yeah, no, let's go up there.
A similar coffer. This one enameled in resplendent, shiny black enamel, rests on the center of this pedestal in what would be the center of the flower.
I
This
will
is
pick it
less
up.
than the whole coffer.
Yes. I
Okay.
will. Can I open the coffer?
Yep. Uh, the coffer opens just as easily as the last one did. Hemlock, this has been less than 10 minutes, so assuming you
Hmm.
have maintained concentration, the same aura of conjuration that you saw previously uh, is present here. And when you open the coffer, resting on this time a bed of golden velvet, a large, shiny, lustrous black crystal rests in the coffer.
I will pick up the crystal.
Make me an insight check. Um, much like not that I guess Arlen ever handled that one, but the gem is warm to the touch. Again, the warmth seems to come from the gem itself, not um, it having been warmed by the coffer. And the sense that you get as you hold this gem is is an unwavering desire to know what your enemies are plotting, to know what all enemies are plotting.
Okay, so this rock wants to know things. It very, very badly wants to know things. Do you think do you think it could help me know things? Hmm.
Perhaps?
I'll tuck it in my shirt pocket,
Okay.
like the pocket of my jacket.
It is warm in your pocket.
Do we want to touch our rocks?
Yeah, I'll touch rocks with you.
Okay.
Banner isn't, but Adam is snickering.
You tap the two stones together, and nothing seems to happen.
Oh man.
Okay, safe.
Well, that's probably good. That's probably a
Yeah.
good thing.
I don't know what you were talking about with matter, but it didn't sound fun.
Yeah, yeah. Would have been cinematic though. All right. Well, probably go up a spiral staircase then. Was there another spiral staircase in the room connecting to this one?
Correct. Yes.
Well, as someone said earlier, if we don't know where we're going, then no direction matters. So, might as well go up this staircase.
Yes, yes, that's fine.
I'm not gonna. You go back down the long staircase and back into the room with the ooze carvings. Climb the staircase with the golden handrail, and find yourselves in a small chamber similar to the chamber at the bottom, with a single set of double doors, which, peeking through, you see look out over the garden. You are way up in the air above the garden. Oop, oop. Court, why are you dodging me? Oop. The the f- the carved friezes that climb all the way up this tower, uh, all the way up the stairwell with you, begin to grow more and more um, bizarre, I will say, until at the top um, a carving of a large, almost slug-like creature. Almost a where you have seen other sort of bizarrely accounted demons, this one firstly stands twice, if not three times taller than the rest, and it just looks as though it is a mass of, yeah, I was going to say, if anyone would like to make an arcana check while you are up here. Yes, the creature at the top, who is not partaking in any of the revelry, but seems to just simply be lording over the entire thing. A section of the wall here is carved to represent the demon lord Jubilex, demon lord of oozes.
seems odd that this place has so much iconography for the demonic. I mean, perhaps to the outside observer, such as a creature of the Feywild, it is more of an anthropological artistic rendition, but does seem strange. No? No one else?
Well, quite truthfully, the purpose of much art is lost on me.
Hmm.
I mean, it's just a big slug guy, right?
Uh, mm, it's the father of all slimes, the creator, the demonic force behind all ooze.
Well, that's gross.
Right. Yes.
Yes, so are we concerned because the proprietor of this locale just likes gross shit? Are we concerned that they somehow worship this Lord Ublex?
I would think some of both. Just it seems either it is purely artistic, which I suppose is fine, just strange, or else it is veneration, and if it's veneration, then we should be fearful to encounter
Does,
followers.
hmm. So we should be on the lookout for as much salt as we can obtain?
Um, maybe. Either way, I don't know that we've got anything more we could do from up here. Perhaps we should just seek out the others and see if there is then portraits of Zugtamoy and Gradst, and if there is, then I feel we should probably be genuinely concerned.
Whatever you say, Chief.
Heading back down the stairs and to the first place you went to. What's
Sure, although I think there's one more set of doors we haven't looked through. Is that accurate? From the original
Uh,
hallway?
I will drop
that
you back on
first,
the.
I actually peeked when we took a look
Mhm.
outside the door, our first door. You could actually see the other door.
Oh, I got you.
Was
Yeah.
another one of those landings.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we might be able to try going up this spiral staircase and see if there's anything special up there.
Sounds
Just
like
to
a good plan
check
as
that
any.
basis. But after that, I don't know what if there's not a path up there.
Back down the marble stairs, the breeze is growing less weird. That's really the only way to say. Back through the starry hallway, which seems a relief as you climb up the original spiral staircase you found, the golden handrail. Uh, the much like the tower you have already been up, the the creatures that you see, um, Balors and chain devils and things like that, grow more and more, or rather grow larger and larger until um, uh, the much like, actually I can just This map actually is sort of irritating for this, but no, wait, I'm on the wrong layer. I almost dragged my entire light line. Whoop. Another small chamber which seems to exist purely to open out onto the gardens. The reliefs and demons here finding themselves under the stern and yellow eyes of what looks like a minotaur almost, but winged, and much like the ooze, standing twice or three times larger than any of the other creatures here on the walls of this chamber. Okay. You would it, if it would be another Arcana check to identify, but I'm sure a couple of you know this. I'm not being
moly.
what.
My mother is an incredibly studious and weird woman.
What?
What's
So,
going on here?
Hemlock, you begin to just run down the litany of the history of Baphomet, the Lord of the Prince of Beasts, Lord of Minotaurs. You go on about his layer of the abyss, the endless maze, and realize that everyone's looking at you. A little weird.
I can't really explain why I know this, except that I've been asked to study it rather intensely.
No, it's all good. No one, I mean, it's okay if you're a nerd. That's cool. I like knowing stuff too.
Wait, are you telling me this entire time I have been adventuring with nerds?
I don't know what about me would have indicated literally anything else.
I am only joking. I play chess all the time.
Oh man.
What about you, Court? Are you secretly a nerd?
Nah, never.
Court has jock energy.
Sure.
Well, I am not at all sure where we go from here.
Perhaps it might work for someone to fly to another tower and try to find another door.
Well, Court, I mean, you got the wings. I mean, I can come along, that way you aren't on your own with the lily pad.
Sure.
Maybe we go try to find another spot.
Only if y'all are okay with that.
Yes, that's fine.
Yes, be careful, please.
Of course. Careful's my middle name.
You said it was Preston, not half an hour ago.
I don't know what you're
Ooh.
talking about.
I have an incredible memory.
Man, that recall. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Keen mind, motherfuckers.
Is it Alan Careful Preston or Alan Preston Careful?
He said, and I quote, "That's a lie. It's Preston."
Jesus Christ.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I also recall that Tyler asked for a recall on that.
Maybe in some alternate reality. I don't know. I don't remember that happening. Not in this timeline.
Okay. You who are flying, are you heading out this level? Are you going back down to the first level and flying around? What's the plan?
Uh, I think we should go back to the balcony looking over the room with the storms and see what we can see.
Down a clown.
Okay, I'm gonna take you back down to the lower level of the map. Okay. Um, you can go out into the back out onto the balcony. I'm gonna just stick you all there momentarily. The staircase that you all have been up, or rather the staircases which lead up to the towers that you have also been in, you could go under or over either one of those. Although under seems to take you dangerously close to, excuse me, the large storm which rages underneath the. Um, so why did I bring you to the lower level map now that I'm telling you to go up? Good plan, Ted. Good plan. Uh, Um, Dan, I'm going to put you two up front. So you guys would be about here, if I am lining this up correctly. 1, 2, 3. Tower 1, 2. No, one more. Regardless, you guys would be about here. You can see far below you um, the brain. Give me the word balcony, which you were able to walk out onto and look out into this large storm vortex. Um, Flying up, the turrets do climb a good distance into the sky. You are aware of this, having uh, ascended them yourself, and they are each of them capped like a stone turret on the outside should be, but simply located inside the the Palace of Heart's Desire itself. Although this storm rages, uh, up here, well away from uh, the actual vortex, there is little more than a breeze, and the distant roar of whatever lies at the heart of that storm. Um, I'm not sure where I should have looked at the dynamic lighting layers. Um, you are able to go certainly around or over any of these turrets. Which way are you going?
We'll just head to this like first building and just like keep flying up and around until we can find a way in or a way up.
You do
Kind of
a
going like
quick
clockwise.
uh, clockwise. Okay, perfect. You fly past the towers and past the tower where you saw the. Why can it? Oh, someone. Past the tower where you found the gem that now rests in your jacket. Arlen. I'm going to move the two of you over here so that you can see the first of two things that jumps out, not literally, obviously, um, but which stand out as abnormal compared to, well, notable, I'll say, instead of abnormal. Um, a strange room comes off the what would be the western side of this giant courtyard. I I did not say Cortana, but that one's on me.
Mhm.
Um, you can see through these iron bars. They are floor to ceiling, spaced little, only inches apart, basically. Um, but past those, in this large chamber that you see beyond, a number of chains, uh, five specifically, which you are able to count, dangle from the ceiling and into a room far below that you cannot make out. Continuing, you do see another set of stairways, just like the ones that you have already explored from the south end of the castle, and getting around to what would be, uh, we'll say, like the 12 o'clock position of this room. You see more balconies, like the ones uh, that Banner and Hemlock are waiting for you on. But as you get around to the northern part of this large central tower that dominates this large stormy area, you can see on the lower level a balcony, another balcony that would lead into, with a set of double doors that leads into the tower. But more immediately, suspended in midair, frozen in time, caught inside the rubble of part of this tower that has clearly exploded from the inside. Two figures are frozen in the air.
Mm.
Their their bodies clearly caught in time as they tumbled backwards. A large, or not large, a muscular man wearing uh, uh, thick plate armor, a sword in one hand and a shield on his other arm, a large bushy mustache under sticking out from his helmet, and the second dressed in green trousers, far smaller, with red hair streaked with gray and white, a a small pair um, of wands, one of which is completely shattered at the end. A gnomish man whom, Arlen, you have seen before, very, very, very briefly. You never spoke to him. 8 years ago,
Oh,
he arrived at the Witchlight Carnival next to the tall Warforged who has been your companion for so long.
Court. That's
oh, uh,
shoot.
Ban-
What's his name?
Banner.
What's his name?
I'm yelling.
Jim. Harry. Harold.
I'm yelling.
Well, I mean, they can't fly. Um, maybe we can grab onto these guys and like bring them to a balcony and get them out of the midair.
Maybe.
I'm gonna hover the lily pad over to Harold and like try to grab Harold and then like use the lily pad and like try to fly over to a balcony.
You put your hands on Harold. His skin is warm. He does not seem to breathe, but he is not cold. He doesn't seem dead. Try as you might, you are unable to move him.
Okay, well, they're stuck here. Let's go back and get the others.
Okay. Banner! Screaming, yelling. Banner,
Yet you all can make it there with no trouble.
Banner, you gotta get up here.
What is the problem?
I just think you should come here.
We saw Harold.
Oh,
What?
wonderful. Where is he?
Stuck.
Frozen in time, floating in space above a giant storm next to a guy in plate armor, who's also frozen in time and floating in the air.
I minor illusion a picture of Strongheart.
That's
It's not-
him.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Oh, yep.
What the devil?
Okay, Banner, I don't know how to get you flying or anything, but maybe you can like walk along the walls. We got to get back up. If we're in like the the southeast quadrant, we need to get up to the northeast quadrant. So maybe you can like walk along the walls or the parapets or something. Also, there was a room with some bars that led to something else, but that didn't seem as important.
Sorry, a place with bars, like
Yeah,
prison bars.
yeah, but like it didn't look like a prison. It just looked like like a grate, kind of. We'll worry about that. We'll show you. Um, Also, there are some other rooms that are kind of like, you know, like the two where we found the two rocks. It looks like there's two more where there might be two more rocks. Um, but yeah, we saw Harold dead, came right back.
Here. Uh, is there... Can I plot myself a course that I can walk there?
Um, you can get pretty close, absolutely, because from where you are on the balcony, you could walk along the walls to one of the stairwells, which would get you to the tower, which would get you to the central tower,
Great.
which would get you to walk around. So
Fantastic.
you can
Emlock,
certainly make it over there.
I can... I'm sure I can carry you if you're interested in joining us.
Oh dear
Or
Lord,
you can...
no!
Oh,
Actually, no,
you
no,
can,
no,
you
no, no,
can,
no,
you
no,
can
no,
hey,
go
no,
yeah,
no
no,
no.
you can hop on the lily pad. We can both ride the lily pad.
no, 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 no. No, that's fine.
Oh, come on.
Listen, the last time we were all on the lily pad and several hundred feet in the air, that was terrifying, but there was also ground somewhere, so Featherfall could potentially save our lives. There is nothing down there.
I mean, there's a storm down there, actually.
That's infinitely
Yes.
worse than just an abyss, actually.
Well, I mean, something down there eventually.
Perhaps
Probably.
not. I'll wait here. Go find Harold.
All right, I'll go take my circuitous leisurely walk.
We'll just whoop. Oop. I didn't mean to grab hemlock. Whoop. Uh, sure enough, they're not far from who you all recognize now as Strongheart the Paladin. Your friend Harold, perhaps looking a little older, a little, well, not older, grayer. Uh, while not necessarily physically aged, definitely aged from the last time you saw him. Floats in the air. Uh, a look which, knowing him as well as you do, is a mixture of frustration tinged with fear, as the two of them float, held in time, above this giant maelstrom.
I've not seen him look that concerned since the unplanned exodus from the town of Crabpatch. It was very harrowing. Hmm. How do you suppose we get him down?
Well, I mean, I tried grabbing him, but I couldn't get him to budge at all. And like, I know I'm not like the strongest rabbit out there, but like, it was not moving any. Maybe we need to investigate what was happening inside of this room. It looks like they came out of. Maybe we'll find some answer in there. But like, I don't know. Our main learning stuff guy is behind us.
If we all put our heads together, I'm sure that we can come up with a solution.
Bonk.
Maybe we can find a circuitous route to get him over here. We'll come in and
You really won't just let us carry him?
try to see what we can see. I think he's scared of heights.
Whatever happened here, the damage to this room is near complete. The stone of the tower through which you have all just flown or walked in is definitely was definitely blown out from inside, and to that end, two halves of a shattered horn rest on the ground near where that has happened. There are splinters of wood, loose portions of pages, not even a single complete page anywhere. Um, what what might have been a desk or a dresser has been just destroyed. Um,
So, just so I'm clear, it as best we can tell, it looks like this room is ground zero for the explosion and not like collateral damage from the explosion.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. There. So it's just the outer. Let me clarify. It's just the outer wall of the tower that is blown out. The
Mhm.
inner wall used to be a door. You can see what's left of the hinges with little
Mhm.
bits of wood still stuck on the screws. And you can see that there is a stairwell around the outside of this tower that goes both up and down. Um, but this room, whatever happened, it happened here.
Ooh.
Um, I'm just gonna scoop up whatever random pages I can.
Rip. You can grab a handful of bits of paper.
Right. Do any of these mean anything to either of you?
Paper?
Uh,
I'll take a look at them, see if they can decipher anything.
they are all written in Sylvan, so you do understand it. Well, while you understand the words, a lot of it seems to be it seems to fall into two camps or two groups rather. There is some stuff that just seems to be a mundane tracking of supplies and um, uh, uh, basic things that you would find in the running uh, of the day to day of this palace, most of which is, like I said, perfectly mundane. The other seems to be some sort of arcane research. The words that I mean, you understand the words, but the meaning is, um, actually, you can make an Arcana check
All
if you would
right,
like.
You got this. You got this.
boy. I'm so for some reason I'm just surprised that I'm not trained in Arcana. But that's because Tyler usually does that. Arlen is not.
Gotcha. Um, there is you can recognize the formulas for what would be some sort of binding, whether what it is binding, what it is being bound to, all of that is complete nonsense as far as you can ascertain. But whoever was writing or reading this was clearly doing some sort of arcane ritual.
Yeah, I mean, it's some kind of arcane ritual, some kind of like binding thing. Maybe it went wrong. I don't know.
Oh, I got him.
Maybe we go look and see if we can figure out what's upstairs or downstairs.
Oh, we should really get hemlock.
Yes. I will. I will go try and convince Hemlock to join us up here. I need one of you to do me a favor while I am doing this, and I will take off my little wings, my charm of the monarch, which has one charge left in it.
Okay. The charm of the monarch is on you specifically, not the wings.
Oh, I gotcha. All right. Then never mind. Um,
Maybe I can fly back over to Hemlock, and instead of trying to like get him to fly all the way out here, I can just like cut a corner real quick and get him to the next balcony, and then maybe he'll be able to like travel on foot up the stairs and stuff.
Maybe.
well, before we try that, maybe we should walk down these stairs and see where they lead, and then that way maybe we will find a balcony that is much closer to Hemlock that you can fly them to.
Sounds good. Are these two staircases going in opposite directions?
Correct. One, you are on the yes, you are between two other levels at least. One stairwell goes down, one stairwell goes up. You are currently standing on a little landing.
Okay. Well, I'll go up this way and you go the other way, and we'll see what happens. And I'll start making my way around the staircase.
Okay.
I would like to just message all three of these people individually to make sure they're not dead. That's all.
Trying to get you.
Okay, you don't need to shout. Thank you.
Yeah, hold on, Banner, because I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to move you. Arlen, you are making your way down. There is very clearly a chamber farther down the stairs from where you are, but immediately, well, not immediately, about halfway down the staircase, you find yourself once again in one of those small antechambers. A a pillar of alabaster of a beautiful whitish yellow stone holds a coffer. This one enameled in blue. Uh,
I will message to Hemlock. Hey, I found another coffer. Probably got another stone in it. Maybe it's like a collect 'em all. Um, maybe we'll have to like put him into some kind of like, you know, container. And then I will do the same thing. Try to open the coffer and retrieve the stone.
uh, if you would make another insight check, the coffer does open easily. The lid just pops right open. A plum-sized jewel, same as the others. This one a transparent blue with a tiny crack that almost looks like a Z uh, in the core of the gem, not the not the surface, but in the inside. And hold, as you pick up the gem and hold it for a moment, uh, the the sensation, and you are used to this from the other gem, the sensation that comes from this gem is a desire to rule, to be seen as a specifically as a queen, ruling over
Whoa.
lesser beings.
And then the other stone that I have, what color
Mhm.
was it? The one that wanted to know its enemy's
That
plan?
one is a black gem.
Was the white one white or just clear white? Like
Clear,
quartz.
like quartz.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I will collect that, put it into a different pocket, and continue down the staircase.
All right. I will come back. Banner.
Mm-hmm.
All of you have been messaged, so if there's anything, just stop me. As you make your way up the stairs, um, you find yourself at one of the zoom out so I can grab your token. You find yourself on a small landing outside one of uh, the the dark wooden doors with the silver uh, with the silvery filigree on them. This one with a stag above it. Um, the stairs do continue up even further. Um, the the walls of the tower itself, as you have climbed, and Arlen, you have seen this in court as well, eh, are the same sort of featureless marble. But as you ascend the tower, they do begin to occasionally have flecks of some darker material, and uh, um, scratches, almost, no, definitely carvings that have been filled with a uh, with some sort of substance designed to be the it is designed to blend into the marble, although it does not have the same luster as the rest of the marble. But you can see that there are glyphs carved into the walls as you climb.
Um, yeah, I'll keep climbing.
Okay. Uh, Bypassing that door, the stairwell eventually ends in a uh, an ornate iron door at the top of the staircase. The surface is covered with a just plethora of cogs and latches and tumblers. The large doorknob, which is directly in the center of the door, is engraved with the image of a nightingale. Um, there is no cameo above this door. Um, no stag or no lion.
Can I open the door?
Unlike the other doors that you have encountered so far, this one is locked.
Um, I'm not gonna try and rip this thing off its hinges right now, but I would like to sort of shake it a little bit and see if I can get a sense of how difficult it would be should I change my mind.
You try to shake the door and it does not budge. Not even a little bit.
Yeah, not good. Um, and you said like the doorknobs in the middle. There are like cogs and gears and various things in the door. Is that correct?
Correct.
And it It's sort of like an iron gate.
Correct. Yeah, this is a very large iron double door.
Okay. So I can see through some parts of it to the other side.
No. This
Okay.
is a very solid. Think
Gotcha.
like a bank vault door where they've
Gotcha.
got all the
Gotcha.
dials and stuff. That's
Yep.
what this is.
Okay. All right.
Make a perception. Yeah, go ahead. Within some of the locks and tumblers, or cogs and tumblers rather, you can see small openings, which would presumably be like a lock. 8 in total you are able to find. Stranger than all of that, around the doorknob, the one central doorknob with the image of the nightingale engraved in it. At the base of that doorknob is a small plaque which is carved very simply in common, which is surprising given that everything else has been Sylvan while you have been here. Just the 3 words, "Speak my name."
Rumpelstiltskin. I was really hoping for another 666 scenario.
All right. I will head back down to join my friends and tell them what I have found.
You bypass the heart lock and head back down to the main tower. Court, what have you been doing in this time?
Panicking.
Okay. Just standing and waiting then?
Yeah.
Okay. Hemlock, anything you are doing while they are still exploring? You have a bit of
Standing and
time to.
panicking.
Okay. Oh boy. All right, Arlen.
Not oh boy.
We are going to head down to the lower level map. As you descend this set of stairs, the chamber down which you or down into which you slowly climb down, you see a very large, what is very clearly some sort of throne or receiving. A ring of marble pillars sculpted with images of fairies and demons support the arch of the arch. Each one having an arch supports the ceiling of this very grandiose chamber. The archways around you, and one of which you have walked by here. There are 7 all told, and then the the doors at the north, from having been outside, lead to the balcony that is in the giant storm. Uh, Near the middle of the room, a short, gray bearded man in dark robes is seated on a gilded throne with clawed feet. He has a large staff in one hand, and in the other, he is holding the leashes of 3 small, strange-looking bird-like creatures, sort of almost like a large chicken. He is seated in the throne with one leg rather, tossed over the arm of the throne, looking rather bored. A A man stands behind him whose face is entirely hidden from view. Simply two red eyes staring out from a helmet. He has his hands resting on the pommel of a sword that is tipped down into the ground and most noticeably wreathed entirely in flames. And the last thing that stands out is this an a statue, a statue of an elf poised as though ready to fight with swords gripped in each hand is just standing awkwardly in front of the throne. And you can hear the seated figure mumbling boredly to the creatures that he has on a leash. Um, would you make me a stealth check?
I was about to say.
Good luck to
Okay.
you.
All right. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Not unbeatable, not insurmountable, but
But the second best you could possibly do.
None of these individuals seems to have noticed you coming down the stairs. The three chickens, with very little room to travel from each other, occasionally peck at each other uh, or claw out at each other, uh, and the man on the throne, who looks a little like that, with this man standing behind him, and these bad boys on a leash.
yeah, I'm just gonna like just back up the stairs very slowly, very quietly.
You do hear, as you make your way back up the stairs, a brief bit of, well, it would be a conversation, except that would require multiple people to actually speak. You hear the wizard on the throne, the man holding the large staff. Well, I guess he, could be whatever, but you all know. Uh, you see this man on the throne, and you can hear him turn to the tall, faceless companion that stands a little bit behind the throne, and just say, "Where are the others? This is taking so long. I'm getting bored. Have we heard from the hags?" And then, if there is a response, you're pretty sure there's not. Uh, you make your way back up to the landing where Court is waiting and Banner is coming down the stairs.
Oh shit, oh shit, okay. Whew. All right. That was oh boy.
Language.
Okay, apologies. My bad. I'm sorry. There was a scary guy and another scary guy and some very scary chickens.
Members of the League? We knew they would be here.
Yeah, I guess probably.
Some of us forgot.
Like a wizard and then a night guy, but all you could see was a glowing red.
I do the minor illusion of the dudes I've seen in someone else's brain.
I hate
Yeah,
to
that's
tell you,
them.
but you are still on a balcony all by your lonesome.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I saw for briefly the other two were near me, and so I forgot that that's where I was. Thank you.
Okay, I think we need to regroup.
Are the people you are talking about, are they also frozen?
No, nope. They're well, the wizard guy is sitting on a throne and was talking about, man, this is taking so long. Where are the others? Have we heard from the hags?
They
But it seemed
certainly
like the
will
guy
not.
in the armor was just kind of ignoring him. Rude.
Yeah. They certainly will not be hearing from any hags.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Well,
let's fly back over to Hemlock and figure out what we're going to do. What did you find on your staircase?
well, there was one door on the way up that had the emblem of the stag over it, so it was locked, and we would have to go out and change crowns in order to get into that door. And then all the way at the top, there was a very strange door. It very large, almost like double doors. Doorknob right in the middle. Um, Nightingale engraved in it, and a plaque that just read "Speak my name." There seemed to be 8 small holes, maybe for a key, but I do not know. I tried to
Maybe
shake it.
for oh, I also found another rock. And this rock um wants to be queen.
I,
What?
I assume you all are going over this on your way to Hemlock.
Yeah.
Okay.
What color was this rock?
Blue.
So we have a blue and a white and a black.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe, I mean, there are probably a couple more stones in the other rooms. Maybe we'll find 8.
Maybe we will find it, or maybe there's some correlation to the roses.
Mhm. Do you think once we get back to Hemlock,
Yeah.
I
Yeah. I was
think
about to just throw you all together.
I'll theorize. Do you think each of these stones is like a facet of Zybilna? Because like this one wants to be queen, this one wants to know what its enemies are plotting, and that one you said wants to know, like wants to help the weak. Seems like,
Yes.
you know, queenly shit.
Parts of her taken and encased in stone so that they cannot be connected. Yes. Or else, I mean, there's a deep way to construe every single one of these as aspects of the hags, but that's also, that
Yeah.
seems less likely.
Well. Okay, so and Arlen's gonna like point up. So like that one's where we found the one stone. I think this is where I just found the blue stone, and then over there is where we found the black stone. Hemlock, I know you don't like this, but what if we come over to this little staircase and we just hop on the lily pad just right over here to this balcony?
Well, that's fine. I'm not particularly worried about that. Banner, I trust you sincerely, but forcing you to carry me across the entirety of the courtyard just seemed the fastest way to ensure some failure.
Very well. But when are we going to talk to these individuals that you found, Arlen?
I mean, I think we'll have to confront them, but it's going to be probably a fight.
Who?
Uh, creepy wizard guy, and then scary armor guy with a flaming sword and glowing red eyes, and 3 big fucking chickens.
Now I minor illusion the first two things and then just pause on the chickens. Well, we knew the Legion was going to be here, and the Legion has as much interest in the imprisonment or expulsion of Zybilna as the Coven did. So, yes, we are going to have to eradicate them or else force them out in some fashion, yes.
hmm I don't know how to really get there except for the path that I took. There was like a doorway down there, but I don't know how to get to it. But I
What
think let's
about
just keep
Harold
exploring for now.
and Strongheart? What about what happened with them? Did you get them?
Oh, they are both frozen and stuck in the place. I have no idea what magic it is that holds them in that stasis.
Can it be dispelled?
This I do
I'll
not
look at
know.
Arlen.
I mean, I could try, but like I don't want to like drop them.
Have the lily pad. We could set it exactly under them, and then
The
they'll
lily
just
pad I can set under exactly one of them, I think. They're
we
kind
can
of spread out, and I don't know if it can hold everybody.
one at a time. We could have all of us at a balcony to
Hmm.
retrieve one of them. We do it once. I understand it to
Yeah.
be a significant drain on resources, but I think having Strongheart and Harold with us when we were to confront the League would actually probably be our wisest course of action.
If you think that this may be effective, then I would suggest you place the lily pad on the strong heart. I will use the charm of the monarch for one last time so that I can fly out to Harold and grab hold of him.
The only worry about that is that it looked like Strongheart's in like a lot of plate and stuff. I don't know how heavy he is. Probably not 600 pounds though.
Probably not.
Okay.
Well, shall we give it a shot?
Yeah. Let's get Hemlock over here onto this other balcony, and we can see if we can get him a little closer, and then we'll set out from there.
Excellent.
Would it be okay if I just moved my token to over there?
Gotcha. I gotcha.
Thanks, Ted. You're the best. Is there a door?
Yeah, I think I saw one.
Okay. Oh, this is a cool room.
Well, that's not what I was expecting.
This is a cool
It's
room.
fancy. Um, yeah, here we go. This is a sizable candlelit workroom of some kind. Tables and dressers. The beds are actually bunk beds. You can kind of see it at the edges. Caught in various mundane tasks, ironing clothes or darning socks or making the bed even. 5 goblins stand in various parts of this room, completely frozen solid, stuck in time. On the north wall, near another set of doors, a row of brass bells are mounted. Each of the each of the goblins is wearing a little suit, complete with um, complete with tails and a little cravat, little white gloves, and those little the pants that have those like loops that go under your foot. None of them have shoes on, but they do all have those pant loops.
Uh, Hello?
Although none of the goblins answer you, um, Arlen, when Hemlock speaks, you do catch barely out of the uh, just barely out of the corner of your eye a a a flickering of a shadow behind what is essentially a large dresser pushed up against one of the walls.
Don't think the goblins are doing anything, but I just saw a little shadow move over there. And I'll like kind of twitch an ear in the direction.
Is that this dresser?
That is, I think that is actually the row of bells.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but
I thought that was those.
those are just little nightstands for the
Okay.
beds.
I'll just cast detect magic.
There are, I mean, other than the magic around each of these goblins that is clearly holding them in place. There is no magic here. Can you populate that
Maybe
real quick? Because I'm trying to remember how much stone is required to block detect magic.
Sure. It's like a wall's worth.
I thought I just couldn't remember. 1 foot of stone. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, carry on.
maybe we try to move the bookshelf real fast.
Banner?
Certainly. Do we think there's something behind it?
Saw a shadow move.
Hmm. As I approach the bookshelf, I'll just, as out loud, be like, listen, we mean you no harm. You should probably come out so that we are not surprised and nothing dangerous happens. Um, come out to say hello. My name is Banner. And I'll wait a beat or two before trying to move the bookshelf.
When no one emerges from the bookshelf, I assume you
Yep.
pull it out from the wall, and underneath the underneath the dresser, rather. I don't know why I was saying bookshelf. Um, what you find is a what appears to be a rolled up piece of parchment, roughly about 2 feet 30 inches or so wide.
Hmm.
From the part that you can see, the end of the roll, essentially,
Hmm.
it looks like a pair of shoes.
Well, I will pick that piece of parchment up and I will unroll it.
You grab part of the parchment and begin to unroll, and from shoe up to ankle to knee to waist to body, all the way along the arms up to the top of a head, you have unrolled what looks like a cutout of a person.
What the fuck?
Except the moment you fully unroll it, it suddenly pops in your
Oh,
hand back into 3 dimensions and into a person who immediately tries to skitter away from your grip.
Oh God.
Hold on, I have a handout for this.
fucking flat Stanleys in D&D, y'all.
Yeah.
It's Peter Pan's shadow.
This is the person who is desperately trying to get away from you.
What the
Hi.
fuck?
Hi.
Uh,
I'm certainly going to try and hold on.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give you disadvantage on this purely because of
Mhm.
the surprise, but you will make an athletics check. Yeah, no match for your literal. Well, no, you're not literal iron, but no match for your figurative iron grip. This individual squirms and occasionally pops back into 2 dimensions and then pops back out, but it's not enough.
Hello, my name is
Wide,
Banner. Who are you?
wide-eyed, and looking at all of you. My name is Thinnings.
Pleasure
Why?
to meet you.
Yes. My
Why
apologies. This is Emlock and Arlen and Court.
why are you one of the only things in this castle that can move?
I I was away when he looks around at everyone, and all of this happened. Please don't. I don't know what it is that you leagues want, but I just
Oh no, we have a terrible habit of killing League members. We're actually here to find Zybilna and free her.
you're here. You're here to free my mistress, then. Oh, my name is Thinnings. I'm a butler here. One of the servants, and he looks around at the goblins. How is it you've come to this place? It's it's been so long that I had almost given up hope.
Court and Arlen here have a lovely play that can demonstrate exactly how we've managed to get here, if you're interested.
Tickets are high priced.
Just the short version, then.
We've killed the other members of the Hourglass, all members of the Hourglass Coven, and have been made aware that the League similarly threatens Zybilna's safety, and we should remove that threat before freeing her and returning her to her place as Queen of Prismere.
He looks ready to spit when you mention the hags, and just says, "Got what they deserve, then. Good, good. They're the ones that used the cauldron to trap my mistress and her court. And then they left the league to rule over everything while they went to their realms." Uh,
Cauldron. Is that the storm?
oh no, no. The cauldron is it's a creation of 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 my mistress. It's a mighty powerful thing. Uh, the hags, the coven used it to freeze everyone here in time. Say, I don't suppose you happen to have a unicorn horn, do you?
Uh, As a matter of fact,
His eyes go even wider and literally crowd out part of his head, cartoon style.
Auga.
If you have if you have a horn, we can free Zybilna from the spell. I watched the hags free the league. You need a unicorn horn. You you touch someone and you say their name, their true name.
oh, and it unfreezes them from time.
Yeah, it breaks the spell on them. That at least that's what they did to the league members. Oh God, I hope those other two don't come back.
Oh, I mm,
It is not likely.
unlikely. Yes, we
Okay.
we could try the unicorn horn to free Harold, and maybe even Strongheart. Although, well, it would make sense that that would be his true name, and he does finger quotes, or at least effective enough to permit such.
Well, it is certainly worth a shot, but given the secrets that Harold has kept from me, who knows if Harold Babelpeach is in fact his true name? Hopefully it is, and hopefully he knows Strongheart's true name. It would be wonderful to have some more allies. Where do we find Zybilna to attempt this on air?
She will be. She will be in the ballroom. She was meeting with many guests there. Uh, y- I I can take you there, although I uh, um we'll need the we'll need the lion doors.
Right. Uh, uh,
Oh, well, I mean,
Thinnings, do you know what the purpose is of these stones that are uh, just hidden, not hidden, but placed in different towers? What are they?
uh, I have no idea. We're never supposed to go in the towers.
Oh, well, oops.
Yes, I'm sure whatever my mistress's treasures are, they're very important.
Well, we can return them to her once we've freed her, I think. We should work on freeing as many people as we can, but I feel as if everyone here, frozen in time as they are safer until the League is destroyed. And again, to that end, Strongheart and Herald would, I feel, be significant assets.
But yeah, there's. I guess there's also the Jabberwock to consider.
I'm deeply sorry. The what?
The the Jabberwock. It's sort of like a pet. Um, the builder sort of kind of. Well, she didn't raise it, but she befriended it. But it doesn't like anyone else. We're never supposed to go near it. The only thing that I mean, it's real dangerous. Bloody Beak might be able to take it, but I don't fancy. I don't want to go near it. I would. Nope.
Pardon me.
Terrifying.
Excuse me.
Mhm,
Did you say Bloody Beak?
mhm. It's the Billness owl up in the aviary. Have have you been to the? You haven't been to the aviary.
No, not yet. We're having a bit of trouble figuring out how to navigate this place without flying.
Oh, well, I mean, w- you've sort of made it, I guess. If you're here, did you come through the carriage house? How did? Well, no, you came through the.
The
Wait, if you came
gardens
through
through
the
the stag
court.
door.
Oh, okay. I don't normally go in there. You came through here, so and he points to the doors through which you came. I it looks like you can fly. I mean, if you need to get back out into the gardens, and he gestures over to that door, that'll take you to one of the towers. I guess you could climb down the wall out into the gardens.
That would be the
Yeah,
southeast tower, is that right?
yeah, the eastern tower. You could go through the kitchens, and he points to that door.
Yes, that might actually be the direction we should go.
Um,
Um, as far as the Jabberwock goes, it's an ally of Zybilna, but it doesn't like anyone getting near it. And where does it roost?
it's been spending all its time in the ballroom, curls up at
Ah,
Sibilna's feet, even though she's frozen in. Well, I mean, you'd have to get rid of it. You could, I mean, you've killed hags. You might be able to do something.
well, we sort of specialize in killing, and that's sort of the thing that I'd be worried Zybilna might not appreciative of in that instance.
Yeah, probably.
But I feel confident we can come up with a solution in time.
I'm an
Right?
expert.
Everyone?
I'm an expert wrestler. It will be no problem. I mean, it is. It is. I don't care how vicious it is. It is a pet. How bad could it be, little Jabberwock?
It's not really little at all, and
Was it that big dreadful green thing that was flying to the castle?
yeah, yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Long neck, big eyes.
Son of a bitch, Thinnings. Why would you not tell us that right off the bat? It is a very big problem. Make a fool of myself just saying I could wrestle it to the ground. That is my fault. I made assumptions, Thinnings. My apologies. Um, do you know, does it have a favorite food, maybe?
None of us feed it, so it's whatever it finds. I don't
Dear
go like I
Lord.
said, we don't go near it. It's not even the league can really handle it. So they've stayed out of the ballroom, so they haven't been able to get to the cauldron itself. If if you want to free my free my mistress, if we want to get to her, we're gonna have to find. Well, you're gonna have to find something to do with it. And he
Well,
goes 2-dimensional and begins to slink under one of the beds.
absolutely not. Get back here, Thinnings.
No, I'm just demonstrating. He becomes 3-dimensional again, but does not come out from under the bed. He's sort of like half under the bed, laying on the ground.
I think Thinnings has been more than sufficiently helpful at this time. We wouldn't want them to get hurt when
What the?
we start throwing things.
Thinnings, I saw this door. It was very interesting. It like a big iron sort of double door with the doorknob right in the center. Lots of cogs and whatnot. Very, very strong. Do you know what this door is?
Um, was it in the spire? We don't go into the spire either. The big
Ah, yes.
tower in the middle of the storm.
Well,
We we mostly
where then is the aviary? Because you say that this bloody beak might be able to take the Jabberwock.
yes. Through the kitchens, through the banquet hall, uh, and all the way in the and he points vaguely what you know to be north Hemlock. All the way on that side, that corner of the castle, although uh there is one problem. Uh, you'll need to end the spell. Bloody Beak is frozen. He was here when it happened.
Yes, so we need Bloody Beak in order to get into the ballroom, to get close enough to the cauldron to get Zabilna, but we must end the spell in order for Bloody Beak to be effective.
Yes, and the spell on Bloody Beak. You said you have a unicorn horn. Just touch Bloody Beak and say his name.
Oh, wonderful.
Right.
Or you could fight the Jabberwock yourselves. And he backs another inch or two under the bed.
Kind of grimace and say, I don't think we could fight the Jabberwock and leave it alive. Or us, for that matter. I just think that the Jabberwock might be perhaps, I don't know, less scary than the hags have been, and we have not really been capable of showing them mercy.
Well, so we will. I do not know. I guess. Well. Oh, this is quite a dilemma. Do we first free Bloody Beak so that we can then potentially have a distraction for the Jabberwock so that we can free Zabilna? Or
Oh.
do we first get Harold and potentially Strongheart?
I apologize. I thought we might have been on the same page. The League must be eradicated before we free Zabilna. If they even have a chance of harming her in any way, then they're going to try to take it. We should get Harold and Strongheart first and kill them. Not Harold and Strongheart.
Well, very well, but if they are afraid of Jabberwock, and we were able to wake Zabilna, and Zabilna were to send the Jabberwock to attack the remaining members of the League, that would also be an excellent ally.
An excellent consideration, although Thinning's mentioning that it's not necessarily a pet and more of a friend leaves me to wonder how well trained it might be. That and the League made it all the way into the castle without interference from the Jabberwock.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of risk for, maybe not a helpful thing, possibly.
Well, I am all for waking Harold as soon as possible, so if that is the decision of the group, I am certainly all for it. Just want to make sure that we have explored all of our possibilities.
Yes, yes. And certainly a good inclination, and were odds a little bit different. A very good choice. If we are to fight the League, it should be acknowledged, going to be fighting a mage. And I I am a mage, but I am not a very good one. Which I only say because he was going to be throwing a lot of likely very powerful and violent and dangerous things at us, and I will be incredibly limited in what I'll be able to do to prevent us from getting hurt from any of it. Just so we're all clear.
Well, I disagree with your self-assessment about your capabilities. We have fought now together for some time, and you seem quite capable to my eyes. But if we must end the League, we must end the League, and we will do what we can. We will all do what we can to make sure that that happens.
Yes. I think our best course of action, as far as planning to kill them, would just be don't get hit by strong heart and be light on your feet when facing Zelek. I think that might be best advice we can offer. Unless, of course, Harold and Strongheart know more. Did I say Strongheart a second ago? I meant the
Hmm.
helmeted guy. Um, uh, we should go. We should
Yes,
get
there's
them.
only one way to find out. Let's get them and see what we can do.
Do I have that guy's name?
All I've got from the book is Strongheart.
The League. Uh, I don't think I have been given. I don't think there's been an instance where I've gotten the name of the paladin.
Oh, the one behind Kellic?
Hmm.
Is that
I,
that
I
Warduke's guy or whatever? Although I
I
guess
feel
that's
like
not his
I've
name.
heard Warduke mentioned before.
I don't think that it got mentioned in game. We've just gotten his hand out a couple of times.
Oh, I follow
Um,
you.
yeah. So he's just the winged helmet guy.
Right.
Because our first quote unquote encounter with the League was me reading Zarek's mind,
Yep.
and he just had images. He there wasn't like names stuck on those. Let's go free our friend.
Yeah, let's move up through the kitchens and we can get to a closer balcony and stuff. And then we can fly out there.
All of which we will do after our break. We'll be back
Hooray!
in 15 minutes.
All right.
That's great. that Ted
What
reminded
then?
us of.
We don't have a unicorn horn.
We have access to Eladon, but once.
Well, you have access to Eladon.
I don't think bringing him here before we kill the League is a good idea, is the thing.
we did see
That's a smart decision. I'm just saying.
Yes.
we did see two pieces of a horn. Can we just stick them back together and
I don't think we can, because I think the League would have figured that one out by now if they could have.
Yeah. Also, different kind of horn that is like, the brrr, like instrument or drinking.
Can we get that sound again, Ted?
No, I can't do it apparently.
dude, you don't know what kind of unicorn that horn might have come from.
Okay. We all here. Sound off. Arlen,
Yeah.
Banner. Court.
How did
I
you
just
even do that? Adam, you are so cool.
With my human mouth.
You are so cool. You are like the coolest dude I know.
I greatly appreciate that. Thank you.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm here. Hi.
Yep, Court and Hemlock.
Ah.
All
I'm here
righty.
for real. Don't need to discuss it. Let's go.
All right. You have had your conversation with Thinnings, who has taken to you all fairly well. Once you have informed him you are trying to help Zabilna, who he seems to uh, revere a little bit. Okay, a lot. The he has indicated that the door by which Arlen and Hemlock you are standing should pass through to the kitchens and will take you to uh, a further portion of the palace. Um,
All right. Yeah, we'll head through there. I think he said it was the kitchens. Ooh.
the kitchens of the palace of Heart's Desire um, have been invaded by a portion of the giant beanstalk that you have seen growing outside of out through the walls of the castle and outside that currently holds the turret or the tower uh, aloft. A most immediately, an 8-foot tall, 3-foot diameter multi-tiered cake sits on a large round table.
I would like to grapple Arlen.
Surrounded by a group of 8 pixies, each of them suspended in midair with a little chef hat and flower-stained apron. S- 6 of the pixies have icing bags with little pipe tips and are or were rather in the process of frosting this absolutely enormous cake. The other 2 hold armfuls of tiny crimson candles. Um, the roots of the beanstalk, which you can see making its way through what was once a door to this tower, coil around not just the table holding this enormous cake, but also a small rectangular tray on like a rolling cart. Um, there are on top of it 3 giant rats, all trussed and tied, and from the looks of them, they were probably dead before they were frozen.
Oh. Walk right past him.
Look, all I'm saying is that that cake's there and it's not getting eaten.
Well, maybe a couple more hours. We're going to free these people.
Look, they're not gonna miss like just a little bit of icing.
No, look, I think Emlock makes a very good point. In a couple of hours, we will free these people, at which point they will probably be interested in their cake. So if you want to eat any of it, you should probably do it before we wake them up.
That's what I'm saying. Look, I'm just gonna taste the frosting. That's it. Just a little taste.
Are you? Is Arlen like reaching out with a finger, or is he leaning in close to the cake?
Reaching out with the finger.
Okay.
You swipe a little bit of the. Do you want to take the icing from the cake, or do you want to take a bit of the
Off the
icing
cake.
from the?
Off the
Okay.
cake.
Uh, the
He's
icing.
very good at like grabbing it from an inconspicuous spot.
You reach basically. You think about it for a minute and then hop up on the table very carefully and dip your finger into the frosting right where one of the pixies is frosting, like right where their pipette would connect to the cake, so that you know maybe they just hadn't frosted that yet. Uh, the frosting is delicious. It is a like a buttercream that just has a whole floral bouquet taste almost to it, like floral hints, and it's just absolutely amazing. And by having gotten closer to the cake, looking around the curve of the tower, looking around the curve of the tower, um, you can see that these shelves here are just covered in platters of blue frosted cupcakes, candy apples, like sugared mushrooms, like, fondant candy mushrooms, all kinds of confections and candies are just lining these shelves.
Don't mind if I do. Guys, if y'all are
Just
gonna stop me, now's the time.
Well, I did try. And apart from actually using magic on you, and I don't want to curse you, Arlen, I have nothing I can do.
Are,
Banner, maybe restrain him.
are you going for one of those cupcakes?
I mean, I'm not going for anything in particular.
He's just going.
Banner's going to wait to see if he goes for one of those cupcakes, and if he does, he's going to do that thing where he tries to hit the bottom of his hand where it gets close to his mouth, so he smashes it into his own face.
I'm absolutely going for a cupcake if that's what's gonna happen.
uh, one thing that you notice as you are stealing icing, where the icing is connected to the pipette, where it is still in the hands of the fairy, you are unable to steal that icing. Any of the icing past that, any of the icing on the cake, any of the stuff on the shelves, that is all still perfectly good. And thinking about it, this food must still be frozen in time because these people were frozen years ago.
I would like to say that Arlen starts theorizing off of this, but he's not. He's busy.
All that
He's
means to Arlen is all of these
Hey, this
cupcakes
food is
are still
good.
freshly baked.
Yeah, he's eating a cupcake. He's stuffing some goodies in his pocket.
Um, while this is going on, Banner would like to poke the beanstalk.
The beanstalk is, well, I mean, you poke it, no problem. It is growing through. It has broken through rather a doorway into the tower. The beanstalk is still alive and moves under your touch,
Mm-hmm.
which is, as you have seen, something that is not possible for those that are frozen in time.
Gotcha. That's
Uh,
what I was trying to ascertain. Thank you.
yeah. The beanstalk, looking through the doorway, you can see that it climbs up and up and up and up into the air, well past or well onto, and if not past the second floor of the castle. The palace, I should say.
I didn't grow up with traditional fairy tales, but this just sort of feels I
Like
don't
we should
know.
climb it.
Well, I was going to say impendingly threatening, but also I'm not very good at climbing things, so
Does something need to be climbed?
I don't
I'll,
think it needs to be. It sort
I'll
of
just
just
start
goes
walking
on
up
and on.
the beanstalk.
Well, I mean, this might be a way to get up to another floor or something. Maybe not necessary, but
Hemlock looks down at his hooves and just says, I think I would rather take stairs if given the option.
How high up you going, Banner? Just gonna
Um,
keep climbing.
I'm gonna keep climbing, right? And if it continues to just look like this chamber, right? Then I'll climb up for a bit and then climb back down. But if I climb up for a bit and it looks like there's a new floor or something that maybe the beanstalk has poked through, then I'll go try and take a look at that.
Okay. You can definitely see floorboards above you, and where
Mhm.
there would have been an opening uh, for a ladder. The ladder having long since fallen away,
Right.
but the floor is still there, roughly 80 feet up. Like this
Mhm.
beanstalk has pushed the floor 80 feet from where it should have been.
Oh, I gotcha. Does there seem to be any easy way through the floorboard?
Yeah, yeah. The hole is still there. Like, the trap
Okay,
door
right.
where a ladder
Yeah,
would be,
I'll
that's
right.
still there. It's just the ladder itself is
Yeah,
gone.
then I'll poke my head through that trap door and see what I see in the next level.
Uh, very briefly, I will
I
drop
will
you
hope
all
that it is
on
not
here.
Kellic, because that would be super bad.
Um, oh gosh, where are you? I can find everybody's token but
I
yours.
see myself there. If that ping helps at all.
I did not. Are you down here still? Oh, there you are. Okay, yep. Thank you. You come up in the interior of a tower, a mess of broken furniture and grasping vines. Um, this would have just been a guard tower that is currently empty, but for one peculiar, odd little fellow. Amidst the ruins of this tower, sitting on a hunk of stone wall that has that has become coated in moss, a toad, a tiny little green toad wearing a tiny wizard's cape and a tiny little wizard's hat, perches on this piece of stone, uh, directly in front of which is a treasure chest, like a wooden chest banded in iron that has become covered in the stones of the wall of the tower, and is now just the toad sits there and blinks at you a few times, and then in a very croaking little voice, "Well, hello. Um,
You are not frozen.
no, my name is Igric. I am Zabilna's faithful familiar," and it bows its little head down. Um, who are you? How'd you get up here?
My name is Banner. Um, I am here with my friends, who I'm sure would be very much enjoy meeting you. I got up here by walking. I have these very nice slippers that allow me to walk on just about anything. We are here.
Very. Oh,
w- We are here to rescue Sibilna, along with my friend Harold, who seems to be frozen, and to get rid of the individuals from the league that seem to be causing so much trouble.
you want to get rid of the league, huh? Is that what you said? You want to help Zabilna? I mean, I am Zabilna's familiar, so did I Ted hear you correctly?
You did, right?
Okay.
I'm going to reach out to pick this little guy up.
Hands. What? We just met. Although, you know what? Honestly, if you can get me down, that'd probably be great.
Okay, yes. Yes, our plan was to get rid of the league. You sound like that is not something you would be interested in.
What? No, that's definitely. I am
Oh,
very interested. Oh my
well,
goodness. Okay, hold on, real quick. Uh, I'm gonna have to put a light source out here. I hate that they bury all the fun stuff in the. Come on, roll 20. Don't do this. And then shift ping.
oh my God.
Oh boy,
Hell yes.
that's a wrinkly guy.
Oh my, goopy.
Got the warts.
Don't talk about my man Igric that way. You're looking good, Igric.
These are all positive things
He's
when it comes to little
great.
guys.
Max, moving your token lights up the entire fucking screen.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Uh,
Well, then, wonderful. We on a, we have a little bit of problem in that we are currently without a unicorn horn. We think that we can get one, but we think we are going to try and take care of the league first. But you must know the environs here very well, being Sibilna's familiar. Do you have any suggestions or advice on either how we could get a jump on them, or perhaps if there are weapons that would be helpful?
Um, Well, the vault. There's a sword in the vault. I mean, it. My master called it a Vorpal sword. It's really for the Jabberwock, but I mean, if it can stop a Jabberwock.
Well, yes, I mean, I guess that sounds good, although all things being equal, we would rather not injure the Jabberwock. We understand that Sibylla is quite partial to it.
Yeah, she's fond of it. I mean, the Jabberwock's not even the biggest, scariest thing in the castle right now. I mean,
Excuse me?
yeah, I mean, Bloody Beak is he's even bigger than the Jabberwock.
Yes, but
If you let it,
our understanding is that Bloody Beak is currently frozen.
Mhm. Do you have a way to unfreeze it?
No, not really. We understand that we need the unicorn horn and the true name. And one, we do not currently have unicorn horn, although there may be a way for us to get one for limited time. However, um, it now occurs to me that Bloody Beak sounds an awful lot like a pet name. I don't know if that is the creature's one true name.
Only one way to find, only one way to find out, really.
Yes, I guess you are correct. Well, what
Look,
do you have in the chest here?
if you're, it was a gift to my mistress, not not for me, obviously. Um, but if you're if you're if you're trying to free if you're trying to if you promise to freeze a Billnet, I will give you everything that's in this chest.
Well, you do not need to promise us things for a task that we were already going to undertake.
Well,
But
I mean,
should you choose, that is entirely your business. But we are going to undertake this process regardless of whether or not we receive what is in here. If you would like, I could walk you down so that you can meet my other friends.
uh, yeah, that'd be great. And he hops off the rock and kicks it a few times, like he's trying to move it, and then looks up at you. Um, would you would you mind?
Certainly. And this is, you're talking about the chest that he has?
He is sitting on a rock
Oh,
that
he's
is on
sitting on
top
a
of a
rock.
chest. Yeah,
Gotcha.
the chest has become buried in the rubble of the tower,
Okay.
and he's trying to get the chest
Oh,
unburied.
yeah. I'll move the rocks out of the way, assuming that I can, and grab that chest.
He says some words that s- he says some words and kicks the chest, and the lid flies open,
Mhm.
and there are a pair of boots inside with little wings on them.
I think
Those cool.
It is. I cannot. Sorry, carry on.
Oh, that was
well,
you.
look at
I mean,
these.
Arlen has an
That was
excellent
me
point.
interrupting myself. Sorry.
They look very nice. Makes me wonder if I could put them on over the slippers that I already have, or is that more of like a hat on a hat situation? Well, let's go down. Should I take the chest or should I just take these boots?
You can just, I mean, if you want the chest, it's nothing special, and it's pretty buried in there. But
All right. Well, then I will take the boots. And how would you be most comfortable? Do you want to hold on yourself, or should I hold on to you?
uh,
It
hold on.
gets a little
I'll
twisty
just
as we walk down.
right. And he jumps onto your helmet.
Excellent, wonderful.
And
And you will let me know if you are having any difficulty
yep,
holding on, and I will.
pat around a little bit, make sure I can stick right here. Okay, we should be good.
Fantastic. And I will walk down the beanstalk and introduce everyone to Ygritte.
The frog stands up on its back legs awkwardly, does a little bow. Loyal familiar, at your service.
I
She's,
produce my bat, who sniffs him.
I kneel.
I wave.
And look, if anyone is in need of footwear, he has offered these to our cause.
I'm not really much for putting stuff on my feet. I don't get as much spring as I'd like. Banner, you've got slippers, and Court, you've already got wings. Maybe Hemlock, what do you think?
Um, I mean, these would be good, well suited for Banner or myself in this instance. Namely because I mean, you have taken so well to the lily pad, and I mean, it very well.
Well, I must say I am not at all interested in a pair of boots that have little tiny wings on them when I have these slippers that I can walk on just about anything. And also I still have the drum of the monarch in case I need to fly for a brief period of time. So I don't understand why the little wings like this would be advantageous. So if you are interested, by all means.
Yes, it'll just take me some time to figure out how I should probably wear them. He sort of turns them on the side and kind of looks at the sole of them. Appropriate to take some time now to do so. If it is, then I could actually put some other good magic to use first.
I mean, the league's here, but no one else is getting any older. Wait, no, it's supposed to. All right, I messed the joke up.
Well, if you are going to take a moment, I could use a brief moment to recuperate a little bit.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yes, let's take to the servants' quarters. That might be slightly more comfortable.
Very well.
As soon as we do so, um, I'm going to give. I'm going to give a cold and chilling touch to both Arlen and Banner and cast Death Ward on both of you.
Ooh.
Holy moly.
Yeah, dog.
I think I would also like to take this short rest to do a spirit session, but I'm not sure what spell I want to get out of that yet. But give me just one
Oh,
moment. I'll look at some.
darn! I won't be able to participate since I've got to attune.
Well, you can. Participating in this does still count as a short rest and stuff.
Yes, but I have to spend my short rest attuning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like I'll still get the benefits of the short rest, but like I'm doing something.
Okay.
And for those who, I mean, I'm pretty sure the both of you know what's up, but Death Ward, there's that for you.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Thank
8
you.
hours. Okay.
What?
I just said 8 hours.
Oh,
I was trying to log that away in my brain. Who's it on?
Arlen and Banner, because I figured you were actually the safest out of all of us, because
Yeah.
you are usually the far, like, you are less likely to get hit by anything.
So true.
Plus, you've got evasion and stuff. I had faith that you'd be able to keep yourself up without too much.
No, I was just literally, I was just.
Yeah. I just want to let you know, I did think about you, dear, and I
Oh, no,
deeply
I
considered it.
I love you. Shut the fuck up.
Would I be able to get 2 of you to help me with a spirit session?
Certainly, but how can I help you?
I just if you focus your energy, we'll set up a little circle, and we're gonna uh try to summon some spirits and see if I can learn something that might be helpful. I don't know who we're gonna talk to or what, but maybe they'll be able to impart some kind of wisdom. Um, and I'll do a spirit session to take the spell Bestow Curse.
Oh, okay.
Goddamn.
Whoa.
Oh, my proficiency bonus is actually a 4, so 4th level spells are possible also. If I can, would would our frog friend count as a person to be in this seance?
If he is, then Johnny can help and you can get one more.
It just says willing creatures.
Either Thinnings or Igric would be happy to help.
Hmm.
Actually, I take that back. Igric would be happy to help. Thinnings, not so much.
Maybe not. Yeah.
Oh,
The
Yeah,
only
he would
fourth
be happy to
level.
help if it doesn't like hurt him.
I
The
would
only.
I would like to
Go ahead.
roll a cigarette. Turn to offer it to Thinnings, and then realize that he turns into paper, and so just turn around and offer it to Igric.
He takes it in his little toad hand, and what do I?
Oh, like this, and I'll hold it up to my non-existent mouth, or hold one up to my non-existent mouth, and
Oh, and he holds it up to his mouth.
it's all I wanted in the world is to see this little kid fucking smoke a cigarette. I'm so sorry, Tyler.
No, you're fine. The amount of 4th level spells that are either divination or necromancy is pretty small. There are only 5 of them. And I don't think any of them are ones that I want. So I think I'm gonna stick with probably
Bestow
Bestow
Curse.
Curse. Yeah.
I just realized I have my 2 absolute favorite common items. But I do have to unattune to the amulet, because I have 3 things now.
Is there anything else that is going on during this short rest?
Oh, do I want Bestow Curse or Vampiric Touch?
Bestow Curse is better when you can have it later level and it can be a permanent effect and shit. But the short term effects, unless you can get like really creative with it and still like follow the spirit of the
Hmm.
function,
Yeah, I'm
it's
just
hard to
thinking
do.
of uh, one effect I can give is that at the start of every turn they have to make a wisdom save, and if it fails, it wastes its action that turn doing nothing, which would be useful in a fight.
That is good. Yeah, you're right.
I'm just, I said I don't know what spirit's gonna come, and so I'm gonna pick 4 spells and roll a die. I'm gonna pick 2 spells and roll a die. Odds are Bestow curse, evens, or vampiric touch. Vampiric touch.
Wait, what is?
Oh, hit dice. I'm gonna roll. Oh,
What is the third item Hemlock is attuned to? The
I've
wand?
Helm of Telepathy, the
Helm of
Amulet of
Telepathy. Got it.
yeah.
That's the one I was forgetting.
Yeah, I had to check because I was like, "Oh wait, I just got the cool ass new wand."
So, anything else during the short rest? Anything from Banner or Port?
No.
I'd like to ask Igrik about these stones that we've been finding.
You produce the stones, and he looks at them curiously. I don't know much about them. Uh, I know my mistress values them greatly. She doesn't let anyone else up there to see them, but I don't know what I don't know what purpose they serve. Um, you've been wandering around the castle or the palace a bit, and you have met the guardians. Then I assume that's how you got in.
Yes, it is correct. Well, we've met one of the guardians. We have not met the other yet.
Which one?
Oh, we met Wrath.
Oh, yeah, they're kind of. Well, if you want to make it easier on yourselves, in there's a book in the study. It's a black book, and if you write your names in it, you can bypass the crown locks. That's how the league has been moving around so easily. Look,
And where's the study?
it's in the central tower. You know, right on top of the throne room where those league a-holes are.
It sounds like anything we do, we must in the league first. So
I mean, unless you can freeze a Bilna, she can just, I mean, she's the best. She is the most powerful. She rules this place. If you free her,
but to free her, we must deal with the Jabberwock.
yep.
Mm. It sounds like we may have a better chance against the league than against the Jabberwock.
Possibly. I don't. I've never seen you fight. I can't speak to that. I've just been.
Well, what do you all think? Do you have any ideas or strategies that we can employ?
Get harder and faster.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that we talked to a ghost of a vampire, and so that's gonna be sweet.
What?
You'll see.
Mhm.
Well, I do have these and I'll hold up the gem of brightness. Maybe I charge in and try and blind everyone right off the bat.
That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
All right. Well, is there anything else we should do? Do we want to explore more, or do we just want to get this over with?
Well, I think we keep walking around this way and see if we can find an easy way to get there.
Mm.
I mean, we can all fly. Well, not quite fly, but we can all get there. Let's just check a couple more rooms and stuff. There's maybe more of these little things.
Sure. Maybe we will meet other new friends.
Do we still have any of those scrolls of identify? I just wonder if identifying one of these things would be useful.
Well, could wait here and I could identify something anyway. But
Yeah, I mean, what's another 10 minutes,
we have one.
Well, I mean, I guess like our pal here said, nobody's getting any older, so uh
Might as well. Although if any pertinent information about Zabilna is attached to this, we won't gain any such insight. But yes, we should try. I'll hand you a scroll.
all right. I'll use the scroll to try to identify the blue one.
You identify the. Do I have a thing for this?
You identify an infinity stone, and now you've opened up a portal, and Thanos is coming.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
I think
actually that's exactly what Arlen's talking about.
I think this motherfucker we're dealing with, Zalek or whatever, that guy, he
Alec.
is, yeah, he's kind of a Thanos in this reality. Like, he's just coming here to take over shit and, like, steal power. Like,
Um, the identify spell reveals that the jewel has the ability to conjure a fae, as per the conjure fae spirit or conjure fae spell. To activate the gem, you just knock it against a hard object or surface 3 times. And the image that appears in your mind as you finish casting the identify spell is that of a. Actually, do I have a handout for this?
Also, does it feel
Uh,
like it's like a attunement thing or like a
no,
consumable,
it is.
like a
It is.
one-time use?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know my alphabet. Here it is. Shabu.
Oh,
Okay.
Tickling. Yeah, okay,
And
well, yeah, this one can be used to like summon a fae to like help us, but I mean if these are like, you know, treasured things of Sibilna, I don't know if I want to like, you know, use up her treasures unless we have to.
be good to have in case we need it, though.
I mean, that's what this one does. Maybe the other ones probably do something similar, but maybe a little bit different.
Be another 22 minutes before I would know. All right, I'll
Yeah.
open my book.
you open your book.
Oh no.
The words. You turn to the very familiar. You flip through the very familiar pages. When I've been waiting for this for so. Hello, brother dear. Mother says I'm to contact you regularly until you return. She's very cross you're gone still. She's beside herself with worry.
Just close the book and look up.
You do recognize the sending spell. It's not the book,
Yes.
but
Yeah. No, it's
Okay.
more of a shock response.
Yeah. I've been waiting.
Well, do you no longer need the book to do this?
He just puts up one finger and closes his eyes and doesn't say anything out loud for a moment.
Would you like to respond?
He's deciding.
Meanwhile, Banner, very unsure, but slowly raises a hand to mirror the action of holding a solitary finger up.
I understand that this may have upset Valentine and her friend. However, I don't care. And then I will open the book back up and begin the ritual.
As the spell finishes for the white translucent gem, very similarly, it has a casting of Conjure Fey. It is triggered the exact same way by striking it against a hard surface or another object 3 times. The image for the quartz gem is an older looking blink dog with 3 deep claw marks that have scarred and blinded it in one eye. And for the black gem, you see a a creature you have actually run into um, here in Prismere, a gray skinned, fair featured, not al- almost elven looking, a darkling elder. You ran into many of them in Yon.
I will describe the 2 summoned spirits accordingly. Of these creatures, as far as efficacy that we might yield, I would hate for any of us to become blinded by the death of one of the Darklings, and he kind of puts the black stone away. The blink dog, probably very helpful, but I can't really imagine in any instance how um, moving past walls has its own utility, but not without immediate control over a beast, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's good to know what these things do, but probably not like something we should use unless we, absolutely need help. But
Yes, I mean, they are, after all, the builders, and we have been told by at least Ikrik that she is quite fond of them. I am sure if we use them to rescue her, I can't imagine she would be horribly upset, but if all things are equal, probably best not to use them so that she still has them.
Agreed. Are we all Well enough then. Should we get going?
Certainly. Alan, you wanted
Um,
to finish exploring the floor?
yeah, I just figured we'd take a little walk around and make sure we know what everything we've got going on here. We might find an easier way to get to the throne room.
Or maybe
Um,
more resources like Igrik has blessed us with.
hmm Oh, speaking of resources, I almost forgot. I'm gonna pull out the Pearl of Power and use it to get back a third level spell slot.
Okay. That's the first time that's been used.
Yep, I
Yep.
forgot that I had it.
I got a message from Tyler saying, "Don't you have the Pearl of Power?" No, and I haven't for a long time. You have it.
Oops.
Oh shit.
Oops.
All right, team, what's the plan?
I think
Let me
we're
rephrase that. What's the immediate plan? What you doing?
walking up north here, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Okay. There are a couple sets of doors out of the kitchens. Um,
I will wait until we're all sort of together and then see if I can open these doors.
none of the doors without a crown lock thus far, other than the vault, have given you much trouble, and this door certainly gives you no more trouble than the others have. Opening out into a hallway uh, lined with a different but familiar set of carvings and friezes carved into the walls. Uh, this hallway is instead of oozes or your you know your big name demons. This hallway is lined with friezes of far more deceptive demons. Your succubi, your incubi, your oddly enough, some of the unaligned demons, like the uh, members of the Yugoloth groups or things like that. Very, for the most part, more human or humanoid looking creatures. The disparity between demon and human considerably narrowed here. Uh, the there is a set of stairs which branches off from the hallway, or the hallway does continue for some distance.
Oh, there they are.
There they are. There. Oh, you can you see out of those now?
I saw these guys.
Oh,
Just from the staircase.
Yeah.
oh, right. The staircase is the light break. Gotcha. Uh, Arlen, the door that you approach has a lion cameo above it, a lion lock, which you all know is currently locked right now, magically
hmm
sealed.
All right. Okay,
And
this
and
lion lock.
this the study has the book that we could sign that would let us through.
Correct.
Okay. Up
Um,
the stairs?
Yeah, let's head up these stairs. See what we can find.
up, up you go. I should have dragged you all over to here before
What? Oh shit!
because I gotta get. Ugh. Nope. I tried to resize the two of you for some reason. Huh, there we go. Um, as with the previous times you have climbed these spiral staircases, the creatures here grow more and more. Well, where the others grew into more and more powerful versions, the creatures you see here simply grow more and more beautiful. They their appearances, they always maintain their demonic edge to them. Their little horns, their tail, their wings, some telltale sign of the infernal heritage that defines those creatures until as you reach the top of the stairs in the same place where you have seen the ooze or the giant minotaur, an absolutely astonishingly handsome individual uh, stands with stands looking over the activities of the lesser demons with uh, a a woman at his side, and unlike the other areas, this individual, the handsome man here, not the woman standing next to him, but where the enormously large uh, demon princes have been previously, the the carving of um, I'm not going to bother with a roll for this one. The carving of Grast the Demon Lord stands, or Demon Prince, excuse me, stands far closer to a human's size, standing instead only head and shoulders above the dark-haired woman who stands at his side. She is um, a human woman in um, clothing of a style you all have not seen in any place that you have ever visited here in well, certainly not here in Prismere, but rather from the areas that you are familiar with near Flame and in other places of Faerun where you have been. Standing to the left of the woman standing next to the demon lord, so she is in the middle of these two individuals, a strikingly handsome young, not quite human, a small set of horns, a pair of wings. She has one arm wrapped around his shoulders and the other wrapped around uh, the waist of the demon prince Grast. Uh, Unlike the other rooms you have been in here, this one is not a self-contained chamber. This one does have an exit, and you can see a lion cameo above the doors here uh, at at the end of that hall or that L.
So the lion is these doors.
Correct.
These doors look like they could be opened.
Correct.
We'll push them open.
They look out over
Gotcha. Another balcony.
the very stormy courtyard.
Could be a way to float over to where we're headed. Then go run down this hallway real quick.
The strange carvings do not follow you down this hallway, just the same plain white marble as the rest of the palace. And peering around that corner, you can see the spot where the beanstalk has torn an incredible hole in the wall of the Palace of Heart's Desire. Looking down, you can see uh, the tower that you know leads to the kitchens below you.
Um, Given that we have method to get to the receiving hall tower, right? Perhaps we should just do so. No, we can go back downstairs and keep looking at other things.
Um,
Well, I mean, I'm interested in what's behind these doors right here, and then, you know, anything else we'd have to fly our way around to anyways. Um, Perhaps we open these doors, look inside, and maybe keep going that way, and if not, we'll head back and uh fly on over.
All right. I'll try this door.
Door opens easily.
others.
All right, more doors.
Yeah, hold on. Mounted along this wall, and I hope nope, I was on the light layer, so you probably didn't see a ping. There are 3-foot square oak panels mounted on the wall. There are 4 of them, and each one has a hinged hatch attached to a wooden handle. They are weirdly the only feature in this room. All 4 of the panels are closed.
Hmm.
Well, there are 4 panels and there are 4 of us. Shall we
Everyone pick one.
shall we open it?
Why not?
Who's on what number?
3.
Okay,
Then
okay.
we'll take number
Move you
4.
down here. Banner's on 4. This is just for
One.
my edification here.
Thanks.
There we go. 1,
That
2,
was
3,
lost.
and 4. Uh, Court, when you open, each of you opens the hatch, and
We
as you all
do
do,
follow
each
samesies.
one, yeah, I mean,
Samesies, timesies. All right, let's go.
1, 2, 3, go. Court, behind the one that you open, within this small, like, so the hatch is about 3 feet square, but
Mhm.
most of that space just reveals wall. And instead, directly in the center, in a roughly 1-foot square area, the decapitated head of a bugbear rests. And when you open the hatch, its eyes come open and it says, "Yeah, Hemlock." You open the hatch and the same thing. There's a 1-foot square cavity in the center of this large um this large gate, but where Court has a bugbear, you have a harpy. The head, rather, of a harpy that just says "buh," and then goes silent. Arlen, for you, it's a hobgoblin. A hobgoblin, "Gah," and then goes silent. Its eyes closed. It all of these faces are completely lifelike. Banner, for you, the area is slightly larger, about 2 feet square, instead of just the smaller cavity, because the creature behind yours is clearly some sort of small giant or ogre that, much like the harpy, just says "bah" and then
Well,
goes to sleep.
can we hear the syllables again?
The one that you have says "ya." The harpy says, well, the harpy and the ogre both say "bah," and the
Uh-huh.
hobgoblin says "ga."
Gah. Habba. Habba. Y'all remember that one? Sorry. Um,
Weirdly, that is it. The rest of this marble hallway is completely, I mean, other than the doors, and the windows looking out over the court of the courtyard, the stormy courtyard. These hatches are it. The walls are the same marble. The floor shines just as much as any other part of the palace that you have been in.
Do we want to open these hatches in quick succession to make the sound say something, or do we want to just leave it as is and go through these other doors?
I think you might be muted, babe.
Don't think making any of these creatures say Baba Yaga is going to actually get us anything that we'd like, so.
But it might do something cool.
We can do it. It's fine, I think. Sure.
All right. Court, you got a ba. Who's got the other ba?
I have the other bar.
I think I have a
Okay.
yacht. Wait, which?
No,
Yes.
that's correct. Yes.
Yeah, you
Yes.
do.
Yeah.
Well, I propose that I start, and then Imlock, and then Court, and Alan, you finish it up.
All right.
What do I do? Just tap the head? Ooh.
Open the
No,
hatch
just open the hatch again.
on your turn.
Is everyone ready?
And a 1, and a 2, and a
and the
1,
buckle
2.
my shoe.
Oh,
There is a deep guttural "bah" from the ogre, a slightly well, a considerably more higher pitched "bah" from the harpy. There is the "yah" of a bugbear and a "gah" of a hobgoblin. The room around you fades from your view,
uh-oh.
and I'm just gonna, nope, with a with a uh
Oh.
with a sudden lurching back to reality, back to, I say back to your feet, but you never really came off your feet in the first place. Hemlock, you have not seen this room before, but for the rest of you, you recognize the broken study, the shattered desk, the ruined papers, the broken horn on the ground, uh, the otherwise uh, un- unreachable without flight, I should say, area of the palace.
Right, well, I think that is a pretty good sign that we should stop fucking around.
Our fucking around has told us to get on with it already.
Well, let's get to it. How do we find the league from here?
Well, we just go down the staircase this way.
All right. In that case, I will activate Lamorna's charm.
Alrighty. I have to remember what that actually does.
It's
10 temporary hit points,
yeah,
and under the effects of bless. Got it.
I think as we head down the stairs, I will also do that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
Anyway,
want to use something cool too.
I don't believe you've used your Lamorna's charm yet either, so.
I have so many things. I don't.
I'm trying to remember that.
It functions as a potion of heroism. You get 10 temporary hit points, and you are under the effects of the bless spell. No concentration required.
Yeah, let's kick that off.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm trying to. Where's my? Oh, I see it. Never mind. Don't mind me.
I'm also going to uh very carefully. I mean, I don't want to do it here, but once we are, well, okay, never mind. I should ask. The receiving hall that they are in, is there a passage before? Will there be a place where I can stand on ground for a moment and cast a spell? It'll only take a moment.
Yeah, as we head down, there's like a little room, like halfway down, where I found the blue stone. That's just a little room, and then they're just like another, 30, 40 feet after that.
All right. When we get close to it, I am going to open my book, let some of the pages fall open,
Mhm.
and begin like drawing my hand down some of the paper and reciting an incantation, and from the pages itself, like a black tarry goo begins to like bubble and form in the seams of the binding, and like take a form, and I'm going to cast my summon undead spell, and have a putrid form with us who is going to stay a little bit behind because,
Oh, that guy stinks.
yeah, not exactly a chill hang is this
is
goopy individual.
is the plan still for me to rush in their room and try and blind as many of them as possible when we to kick this off?
I think it's a good idea.
Very well.
Hmm.
Okay. I think we will get to that next week. You all are in the little antechamber off the stairwell, um, where Arlen, you found the blue gem. You know that at least two of the members of Valor's, nope, of the League,
Hmm.
are on the ground floor underneath you, although it has been at least an hour or so since you saw them there. And we will see how that confrontation goes next week.
All right.